Hello and welcome back to Sonic 1.
Ah, yes. Spring Yard, my old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we go out in the yard and there was a bunch of springs, they were rusted. My mom told me not to go in there, but I did. I got tetanus, but then I got a shot for it, so I'm okay. I'm okay now.
Spring Yard Zone. Back in the day where I'd always get game over because I'd scrape out a mom who's only 0 lives left.
Well, now you're a man and you have 12 lives, so you don't have to worry about it at all.
Also, mom spaghetti.
Mom, what is that a reference to?
You all sound like you were rapping. Like, alright, get yourself some mom spaghetti.
We sounded like
Now,
we
why
were
do-
rapping.
You really sound like it's rapping, Bisque.
Don't even go there. How about you stop right now, Cryo?
His story, obviously. Who do you think I am?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any of you guys. For real? I've never met you. Now, when we go to Comic-Con, as expected, Cryo will dress up like a gigantic Pikachu, and we will capture him with a massive ball. Like one of those Zorb balls. And,
No, wait.
I love that. It's just like, no.
You think I identify as a Raichu anymore? Have you seen my YouTube channel? No,
I have.
I'm dead.
It's who you are deep down inside. You can pretend you're a Spyro, but you're not Spyro.
I'm not a Spyro either. I'm a man. A
Oh,
strong,
I have the first 3 Spyro
singular
games
man.
at my disposal now and I still haven't played them.
Wait, the first what?
I got a PlayStation Classic and I just hacked it, put a bunch of games on it, and I put the first 3 Spyro games on it as part of the game list.
I was gonna say, like, how do you have Spyro on the PlayStation Classic? I'm like, oh yeah, he probably hacked.
I was gonna say,
Who
like,
owns
'cause
it without hacking? The thing
he doesn't have enough
has
games
without
on it.
hacking. It's 50 hertz because they decided to put the European versions for some reason. It's just
Wait,
awful.
what?
Yeah. Oh crap! I have to go.
Alright,
Oh,
so
no.
we will be hearing more from Mr. Tree Sapling later, of course, unless he gets a spanking because his mom found out that he jailbroke the PlayStation Classic. It's possible. Like, that's thievery. That's piracy. You broke the law? Anyway, Mom, it's just a digital product. You wouldn't download a car. If I could, yes, I would. Any case. But thankfully we have this ghost gameplay from Mr. Tree Sapling as he expertly collects the, 5th emerald at this point?
Okay,
Oh.
I'm back.
Alright, welcome
Did you
back.
say Emerald? Did you say emerald?
I said emerald. Is it not called the emerald?
I heard an emerald.
Gosh
Eggroll?
dang it, got me some emeralds.
Emeralds.
Yeah.
The score is high, the ring bonus is low. Continue the Sonic Spring Yard Zone.
Act 2.
Yeah, so right now, you noticed how I used the spring and I just bounced off the bumper? In the
Yes.
Genesis version, it will actually bump you downward down that slope if you hit it right. I
Oh,
can't ever
Okay,
get
that
it
makes
to work.
sense then.
It doesn't always do it in the Genesis version, but it sometimes does.
I mean,
there's
that
actually-
would explain why the springs.
What are those
Is there
things in the air that...
Act 3.
I've always wondered what that was. Like, there's just like this text in the sky, like CPU, and is that explained in the folding pamphlet that these games come with typically?
I don't know.
This place
do you
just
In Act-
the
in
the
Act
stuff
3
in the
here,
air.
There's also an area above the boss fight with like a couple extra lives and a bunch of ring boxes and an invincibility. But you have to bounce on the bumpers to get up there. And I've only ever been able to do it in the Genesis version. Because Sonic like bounces just slightly higher up, more straight in the Genesis version.
Oh, you're going down. You went down into that area.
The
I've been
spring yard.
Like, there are times where where I go down there and I'm just stuck. I'm just.
Meaning for a hot second he was stuck between the spring and the ground.
Yeah, I purposely glitched Sonic into the spring so I can actually get the shield with ease.
Ah, good job.
Now, we were talking about how Mr. Tree Sapling broke the law and, like, jailbroke his PlayStation Classic.
Yes.
Sony left the bootloaders and all that on the PlayStation Classic. They were asking for it to be hacked.
So you're blaming the victim now, huh? No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
The poor, helpless, multi-billion-dollar corporation, Sony.
America
I
in a
bet it was,
nutshell.
you know what? Stop beating down on Sony, okay? It wasn't their fault they lost Spider-Man. They got Spider-Man for like 5 seconds.
Hey, man.
Poor Sony.
They bought Sony. They bought
They
Spider-Man.
wanted to give less of their millions of dollars.
They don't want you to make money off of them, even if you're not making money. If they're not making that money, then you're stealing from them. I mean, technically.
I mean, technically, it's not Sony being hurt. It's like whoever's selling, crashing all that on the PlayStation Store for the PlayStation 3, and the eBay sellers getting
Sony.
hurt.
Oh, you're talking about, like, actual physical copies?
Both the digital on PS3 and the physical copies. It's those guys getting hurt. 'Cause now I
That's...
have the
Isn't
full
that
3
Sony?
class
They
games
own
on
that.
PlayStation Classic.
Actually, who owns the
It's
rights
probably
to...
Activision, since they own Crash. They probably own the rights to the games.
I guess that makes sense.
Now,
I remember having a conversation with Cryo not too long ago about I wish Naughty Dog would go back to making games that aren't depressing.
right? Yeah, like Depression Simulator, the first game in the video game timeline.
Yes, Depression Simulator, also known as The Last of Us. Like, this is what your life would be like if you lived here. Like, I don't want to imagine that.
I haven't played The Last of Us.
I haven't either, but I've watched
have
it.
The Last of Us remastered.
1, 2, 3, 4. You got them
I
all.
haven't played it.
Seven the Chaos Emerald. Have I joked to you? You don't even exist
Sir.
yet.
Oh wait, no, you would. Why are they all gray?
Because that's scan lines not being picked up.
Question.
I wouldn't blame YouTube. Well, it might be YouTube.
No, like
impression.
I've seen the emeralds like flicker all the time. I've seen them disappear. I've seen them like be solid, like almost sort of like imposed on the screen. I've never seen them turn gray.
Interesting.
Maybe they had all the negative energy sucked out of the Chaos Emerald Sea. It's canon.
Negative energy.
All that negative energy.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
So
ooh.
is that what Eggman did in Sonic Unleashed to
A
Unleash
Spyro
Dark Gaia?
Hertz PlayStation.
I don't even know what anyone's saying now. Dark Gaia? Okay, so they're a wereman running around somewhere in this game?
I just said so. It can
Oh, wait. Aware man. A man.
A man, yes.
I didn't
When you
realize
get bitten
said
by a
man,
man, you get bitten by a man, you turn into a wereman. Double man.
You know, wait. No, that's fear mongering if I ever heard it. People go like, oh, watch out everybody, that man, don't trust him, he's a man.
It's just
Like a normal guy.
Somebody
Yo.
replaced him like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for me, I guess.
Yes. I didn't read the book, I played the game. That's how I learned about the source material.
Hey, there's a man just walking down the street. He's a let's kill him.
Well, I mean, you know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde was killing people. People had a right to be afraid of him. He was a crazy individual. He was out there hulking out, turning green. Obviously, he didn't turn green. He turned pink. If that movie, A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, is to be believed, he turned super pink and killed people. Nobody? No one seen that movie? Okay, just me. That's true. I'm the only one who was born then, 2005.
Because of that, nobody understands him.
we're all too young.
Cryo had to have been like, what, 3 when that movie came out? Maybe 2? It does raise the question, why do I hang out with you guys? We don't have to go around dating people. But if you were to cut off an arm and count the rings, you would find that Cryo is about 32 years old.
Next one, whole movie. See right there, if you bounce on the bumpers, you can get on that platform, and there's like a couple extra lives, ring boxes, and invincibility up there.
Thank you for this how-to play Sonic the Hedgehog guy.
See, Rodolus says that I'm about 32 years old. His carbon dating might be a little bit off.
Well, I was ring counting, not carbon dating, but also carbon dating doesn't work on living things. They're too freaking young.
Trying to remember if I did record Sonic 1 twice. And,
Ah!
Oh my god.
The first time I recorded it, I actually beat this boss with him only taking one block.
Well, must have been a great achievement. Too bad we didn't capture that one on
That
film.
recording session though, I also like tried to beat the game as fast as possible and got a couple game overs in the process.
Oh, that's no good.
Because I didn't go out of my way, collect all those lives in Green Hill, Bomb Zone, that. You know, just tanking hits to get through areas faster.
Mm.
It wasn't smart.
Well.
And it didn't work out well at all.
This is the one Sonic game in the entire franchise where it super matters that you have lives, though, because if you die, and I mean, this is not something that I expected when I was playing this. I was so used to modern games and their sensibilities, but this thing is really like an arcade game, unlike any other, where Sonic runs out of lives entirely. You have to start all the way back at the beginning of the game, and I just could not deal. I was upset by that.
First death in the commentary.
Oh yeah, we're not doing a counter. Screw that.
I anyone noticed a death before that?
There was a death before that? 'Cause I don't know.
No, I thought the counter was a Sonic reference counter.
Yeah, it was usually, but we stopped doing it because there's so many Sonic references, we'd be up into, like, you know, the tens of millions by now. And I don't have time to count those!
Now,
I mean, sure, I technically do.
Labyrinth Zone, I feel like it's indicative of the entirety of Sonic 1, because for half of Sonic 1, it's really fun and fast, and then the other half is regular platformer that's not really that fast.
Yeah, like, Sonic is fast, it's all like, but Sega's all like, you shouldn't expect us to make a fast level every time, right? There needs to be a game here, right? A platformer at some point.
Sega was actually scared that people would find the fast levels really boring. So Marvel Zone and Labyrinth Zone was supposed to be like the fail-safe.
So why did they make that the selling point of the game?
Well, but they wanted to be different
Like,
than
oh,
Mario.
People hate the speed, they'll have these two levels that are not speed focused and they'll think they're the best levels in the game.
That's an interesting thought. Because right now they're almost exclusively centered around speed in their Sonic the Hedgehog game. People were like, well, we wish there was more platforming. I mean, I guess it's
And
like a...
The two levels most based on platforming in the franchise history are the two most hated ones.
Yeah, interesting. It seems like the fan base can never be satisfied because they don't know what they flipping want.
You know what I think they want? You know what I think they want, the Sonic fans? I think they want a good game.
You know
True.
what
You
I
don't
think
say.
Sega just couldn't pick a formula for Sonic, so now there's a fractured fan base who likes all sorts of different things. So
Good
if
job.
you please one faction, it pisses off the other 6 factions.
Yeah.
Now, hear me out, guys. Hear me out.
Holy
What
crap.
if Sega tried to make other games with their IP that maybe didn't always have to be mainline Sonic games? They could just
No.
make different types of games if they wanted?
We want Sonic, no one else. It's obvious that's how they feel. No, I'm kidding. That's stupid. It would be nice if they did that, wouldn't it?
Remember the time of Jet Set
and,
Radio
then you just see a friggin'
And
link
Knights.
to the Twitter page.
and all that other Sega stuff?
What'd you say?
Remember the time whenever we had Knights, Jet Set Radio, and
Yeah.
all that other Sega stuff?
All
Now
the-
it's Yakuza and Sonic.
Yakuza, Sonic, and Alien. Don't forget Alien.
No, we have Bayonetta.
Oh, true. They do have. Well, Bayonetta's that's platinum, right? Or yeah, Star
I
Platinum.
mean, it's owned by them. They have Persona now.
That's like, I don't know. It's like some sort of. I mean, I guess, but it's also like not what people.
What game was I playing while I was shocked that was published by Sega? It was a bad game.
Billy Hatcher. I don't know if that's a bad game or not. I'm just making a joke. If anyone in the comments is like, "How dare he? Billy Hatcher was before its time." I'm sorry to have offended you, but also, I don't care. I don't care. I haven't played it. I don't have an opinion for real. So I'm making fun of something that you love, just because I think it's funny.
Make fun of something that you love. So this is why Rodolus likes to make fun of me, because truly I am appreciated by him.
That's such a weird bout of gymnastics. They ought to give you a freaking medal for that. You gonna be participating in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics? You should, as a mental gymnast. Oh, you gonna die, Sonic?
You know, I want
What's some of these bubbles? What is Okay. What were you saying?
You wanna know what Billy Hatcher was? It was the prototype for Sonic Lost World 3DS. Because that version of Sonic Lost World loves to have you just push around circular objects.
What's wrong with pushing around circular objects? You got a problem with...
It's slow and boring.
You anti-sphere, my dude? You anti-ball? You against balls? I will tell you right now, balls have built this country. It made it what we are. It made us what we are today. Round, spherical orbs, objects that roll, rock and roll. What do you think that's about? It's about balls. And how come you can't deal with it? My only question.
Said balls have built this country. They have also built the human race. Ever heard of the wheel?
I mean, it's not a ball. It's a wheel. I'm gonna need you to get on my level here.
Alice in the first half cryo, not gonna lie.
Wait, what did you say? It's fine. Someone heard that. Hey, you gonna breathe that air, Sonic? Okay. You have to jump to get it, I see. It doesn't just come to you. You have to actively jump up to get the air bubbles.
The movement is required.
And Sonic, look, I'm so tired, I can't move. Looks like you're gonna suffocate down here, then.
I mean, the fact that Sonic can hold his breath for this long is really impressive.
Yeah, the fact that he gets an indicator like music plays whenever he starts running out of air, too. That's useful.
Oh, snap.
You know, it's actually kind of...
What is happening?
There's one of the handheld games, so it doesn't play music when Sonic's drowning.
Uh-huh. So what is that, Sonic,
Generations 3DS.
Really?
I know Sonic CV doesn't have the countdown like the music.
Wait, did Sonic, I'm trying to think now. Did Sonic Generations have any places where you went underwater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hill.
Chemical plant.
Oh yeah,
no,
you
Sonic
could.
Generations was the one that had that friggin' orchestrated version of the drowning theme.
Colors did.
Technically that's the colors. Colors did that.
It's just the color. Okay, it's just they just copy pasted that.
Uses the exact same music.
I mean, why not? It's good music. It's like, man, how many times are you gonna get the Tokyo Orchestra to play a theme for you? You're gonna try to do it again? Like, no, we can just have it forever.
No, it's like you have a Tokyo Orchestra friggin' drowning theme.
You better use that. Get your money out of it. I agree with that philosophy. That's why we're gonna use the one theme that Tailsy wrote for the main theme of the game, Tails Adventure Armada, for every level. It's just gonna play over and over again.
You better like it.
No, it's gonna be the Mario World soundtrack, right? We're just gonna have different remixes of the same song throughout the entire game.
Oh, that's definitely Yoshi's Island, Yoshi Story from the Nintendo 64. We should do that if we're gonna do old games forever. Should definitely do Yoshi's Island. It's a collectathon. That's up your alley, right, Mr. Tree Sapling?
I mean, I've been thinking about doing Yoshi's Island. I just want I want whoever's tasked to record Mario World to do Mario World first.
I don't think anyone
You know,
is taking
that's
that.
a weird thinking about it, because, like, people think Collectathon, they instantly think of the 3D platformer, but it's like, no, Collectathons are like Mario World.
That's.
And, like...
I mean, 3D platformers did offer like things like hub worlds and places to take your collectibles, but yeah, pretty much every platformer since the beginning of platformers has been a collectathon because that's just the gameplay loop that makes sense. You're going through the level, let's give you a reason to explore it and collect things. That's why we're gonna have random just dead fish lying around each level because that's Tails' favorite food. Dead fish.
Why are you not getting sucked in through that one?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that one for some reason doesn't suck you in. I don't know why.
Maybe the emulation broke down. I don't know.
I don't know if it sucks you in on the Genesis either.
I do like how the game realizes that even though you're underwater, even though you've got special magic powers, you will still die if you stay underwater. I was like right about to die.
How long have we been in Labyrinth Zone?
Ooh, I don't know. Longer than 2 minutes and 34 seconds. I feel like it's lying to us.
That's just for this act.
This level feels longer than every other level that we've played so far. Like, and it's mostly underwater. Forcing you to go slow.
Slowdown happening right now. It feels like.
You're always on the brink of death. Sonic does not know where he's going. He's just randomly running through these underground ruins for no particular purpose.
I've never actually seen that route. I've never actually seen that route.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. I don't know if I've ever come here before. But then I haven't played this game in a month of Sundays, so who knows.
I always just take the shortcut at the start of the act.
I think this is Act 2, though.
It is Act 2, I think.
No, it's Act 3. There's no
Holy
shortcut.
crap, it's over. Well, alright.
Yeah, we still have the quote-unquote...
Wait, I remember this
boss.
level. I remember this part. Where you escape the water. I think. I don't know. Oh yeah, there's a quote-unquote boss, but I remember this elevator portion where you could just keep going up.
If only it was an elevator.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Are you gonna outrun the water? Beat it to the top of the level?
No.
Uh-oh. All these friggin' spears. Who put these here?
Who put these
Who
It
put
was
these
the
spikes?
Echidna tribe, obviously.
Well,
here? And then you died, and they were like, no.
no, are you sure it's not the Kozo or the Babylonians? Those would look like bird faces on that picture.
What? Dozo?
The Chozo, yes.
The Chozo.
From Metroid
No,
Prime
this
Sonic the Hedgehog.
boss just got 100 times harder. There's no rings.
Oh, and there's nowhere to get rings either. Oh, that's a great gameplay design. They figured it was going to be so easy for you to finish it that you wouldn't. They're like, oh, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Rings? You already have them.
You've collected like 100 and you couldn't possibly have lost them all. Well, they give you a shield, I guess, so that's technically a compromise.
That's all you get. You get one hit.
And really, what were rings other than basically this bubble shield anyway?
But you can pick up rings and get hit more than once.
True.
The shield is a one-time hit.
Oh, I hate the fact that those spikes are active even when they're in. I mean, obviously that feels realistic, but it's just like, I don't have time for that right now.
Really annoying.
Oh! This is the best game ever. Don't let anyone
I don't
tell you
mind
different.
I don't mind the
Do not
spikes
leave
in this
Labyrinth
level.
Zone.
I hate the friggin' projectile lion statues.
Yeah, the fire, yeah, because that makes you feel like you gotta go faster. The spikes are timed. I mean, everything's timed, but I don't know. What is the purpose
Cannot
of
leave
points?
Labyrinth Zone. Labyrinth Zone will keep you here.
Yeah, well, there's a labyrinth, I suppose. But yeah, no, we got pictures of bird people.
Game.
It looks like they're chickens and hawks. Perhaps.
Chickens?
Yeah, I think so.
There's
I mean, look at
history now.
these picked like little relief sculptures in the wall. I feel like this is important. They just haven't really talked about it a lot. But these are the Babylonians. This is their home.
Yeah.
Any moment, Jet and Wave are going to show up and be like, well, we're not supposed to be here yet. Or ever,
Way
really.
too early.
We don't exist yet. Wait, why are we here?
Because that's how... Oh, gosh, no wonder. Because that's how the developers were... How far they were thinking in advance. Like, we're gonna have, like, a bird species and not introduce them for another 20 years.
This is all
15.
lore.
15 years or so.
Yay, the part is over.
And then after that 1 or 2 games we make with them, they'll never show up again. In
My
anything.
cat has decided to join the session.
Thanks for watching, cat.